You are right. Save money. Don't spend it. We are live. For Christmas, dude, let me tell you what I did for Christmas. You worked for Christmas, didn't you?
No, I work Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off, then work Boxing Day.
Oh, okay. Boxing Day. Is that like who's your favorite boxer?
It's a public holiday,
I know, I was just fucking with you, bro.
but
But
I'm
thank you.
guessing you probably kangaroos. I don't know.
It's for kangaroos. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for our Christmas special. We're just going to discuss how our Christmas went, what we did for Christmas, how Christmas became a Christian holiday. Because a lot of people kind of wonder the history on that because it's a pagan thing.
Yeah,
But we'll get into that. Uh, I'm a little, I'm a little tired today because I ate my own fucking weight in sugar and goods yesterday. I'm supposed to be on a diet, and people kept throwing chocolate, fudge, and everything else at me. I'm like, fuck it, let's eat it. Let's fucking eat it, bro.
yeah, exactly.
I went to my brother's and stuff for Christmas. Nothing too fancy. I bought my parents gift cards because I buy them gifts every year, and I'm like, yo, like you can get what you want, pay your bills, whatever. Because honestly, do you prefer getting gifts, Gorak, or would you prefer being given money?
Money.
Right? Like sometimes, and this ain't anything mean because I do end up using all my gifts, but sometimes I end up with a gift that I need to figure a use for. It's best to just give me money
Yeah,
or
yeah,
or clothes if you know my size.
yeah, exactly. Well, my clothes sizes change all the time now.
Mine too. It was kind of funny. My mom and dad got me two pairs of jeans, which I need jeans. I don't want anything
Mm.
fancy. I'm fine with clothes. They gave me two pairs of jeans, and I'm like, oh, these are 33s. I'm 34s. I lost weight. So they actually fit. So for Christmas, I found out my pant size and I got pants.
Yeah. See, my pant size and short size
Mm-hmm.
was size 32 because I got a size 32 waist,
Mm-hmm.
and my t-shirt sizes has to be a large, has to be a bit of a loose fit instead of medium. Mediums are too tight.
Oh, bro, I don't know why. In my fucking closet, I'm an idiot sometimes. I really am. In my closet, I have extra large shirts. Some of them are extra large. I've never been an extra large. Even at my heaviest, I've never been an extra large. A large
Mm.
at best. So now that I'm like, I lost weight and I'm down to like 150, I'm swimming in these fucking shirts because I was swimming in them before.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, bro.
But then it all depends on how they make the shirts as well, really.
But yeah, for anyone that's listening, if you want to treat me and Garak for Christmas next year, send us your money. Pay our bills. That's what we want. We want our fucking bills paid.
Ah, I just want money so I can go travel.
Well, people say that giving gift cards is lazy because there was no thought in it. I think
Not
there's a lot.
really. I think it's a perfect idea. Like, you can just put as much as you want to put in there. They can use it, and then yeah, done. Like,
Well, the thing is with gift cards though is they're preloaded. The person put the money on it, like you said, they put whatever amount they want on it. I think there's a
mm,
lot of thought process in that too, because think about it, they're still spending money on you, and they still thought about you enough to give you it.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Like, come on now.
yeah. Well, it's always gift cards are always going to be the last minute gifts.
For me, it was, but all of my gifts every year has been last minute gifts. Like I bought my parents a TV a few years ago. It was a 55-inch flat screen smart TV, and it delivered like a week before Christmas. Like all of my gifts have always been because I'm not the kind of guy to celebrate a holiday until it's closer to the holiday. So I don't start
Yeah.
preparing. Now my family does. We set up the tree the first, I think, Sunday of December. So we at least let holidays pass before
Oh
we do it.
man, some places they'll put up the trees at like 2 weeks at the end of November.
Fuck them people. I have an ex whom I do still get
Why?
along with. I do have an ex that I still get along with that might hear this and be like, "You motherfucker," but I know people that put up their trees months before Christmas, and she was one of them. And we call
Yeah.
them people psychopaths. What?
Yeah, grocery shopping centers do that too. Like they put them up mid November.
And I say that in a loving, funny kind of way. I don't actually think people that do that is psycho. But there is a cool idea that I saw, bro, that I want to kind of do. If I had the effort to do it, I would do it. Put up a tree in your house and decorate it for each holiday.
Each time of the month.
Each holiday.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to kind of get into the history of Christmas before we venture too much into conversation?
Yeah, if you want.
Now, I'm not going to really dig really deep into it because I went on History Channel's website, and you guys can go there too. I'll put the link in the description after it's aired if I remember to. There's a whole thing about how Christmas started, and I'm going to kind of briefly go over that. I'm going to like skim over it. Now, the middle of winter has long been the time of celebration around the world. And I'm reading this directly from history, so don't sue me for this. Centuries before the arrival of the man called Jesus, early Europeans celebrated light and birth of the darkest days of winter. Many people rejoiced during the winter solstice when the worst of the winter was behind them, and they could look forward to longer days and extended hours of sunlight. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule from December 21st, the winter solstice, through January, in recognition of the return of the sun. Fathers and sons would bring home large logs, which they would set on fire. The people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days. The Norse believed that each spark of the fire represented a new calf that would be born during the coming year. The end of December was a perfect time for the celebration in most of Europe because at that time of the year, most cattle were slaughtered so they could not have been fed during the winter. For many, it was the only time of year when they had supply of fresh meat. In addition, most wine and beer during that time were finally fermented and were ready to be drank, which is why they celebrated it during the winter solstice, because the calves were being slaughtered, the beer and all the alcohol was fermented and ready. So that's where Christmas kind of started. In Germany, people honored the pagan god Odin during the midwinter holiday. Germans were terrified of Odin as they believed he made nocturnal flights. Now, this might be kind of reminiscent of Santa Claus or what's his name, Krampus. Where was I at? Oh yeah, they believed that he took nocturnal flights through the sky to observe his people, and then decided if they would prosper or perish. Because of his presence, many people chose to stay inside during the winter solstice. So Odin was kind of the original Krampus Santa Claus.
Yeah. I know because Krampus is like more of a German thing, I think.
Yeah, that's where Odin came from, was Germany.
Yeah. Yeah, my head chef at work, I think it's her dad's German. When she was like young or something, they used to tell her stories about this legend of Krampus or whatever it was.
See, I didn't really dig into when Krampus started. I was more focused on the Americanized slash. A lot of people celebrate Christmas the way we do, but I was kind of covering that version of Christmas, how it came to be. I never really ventured into Krampus territory.
Yeah, but that was sort of like that was kind of like the urban legend Christmas story that would tell to their kids.
So do you know when it became Krampus and not Odin? Because Krampus is kind of similar to Odin, ain't he?
Yeah, a very long time ago, I guess. I can't even remember the exact date.
It may have been after the Vikings.
Maybe, yeah.
It may have came after the Vikings. So,
Yeah.
but in Rome, now everywhere in the world was celebrating a different version of winter solstice.
Yeah.
In Rome, the winters were not as harsh as they were in North. So they celebrated Saturnalia. Now, I may be butchering that name, but they celebrated Saturnalia. It was the holiday to honor Saturn, the god of agriculture.
Yeah.
It began the week leading up to the winter solstice and continued for a full month. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was turned upside down. For a month, enslaved people were given temporary freedom and treated as equals. Businesses and schools were closed so that everyone could participate in the holidays' festivities. Also, around the time of winter solstice, Romans observed Juvenalia, a feast honoring the children of Rome. In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birthday of Mithra, the god of unconquerable sun, on December 25th, which ironically is Christmas. It was believed that Mithra, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this shit right, an infant god, was born of a rock. For some Romans, Mithra's birthday was the most sacred day of the year. Now you might ask, is Christmas really the day Jesus was born, and why do people celebrate it as a Christian holiday? I'm going to cover that now. Is there anything you want to mention about the past celebration of this date?
No, but then I always thought Jesus' birthday would be like Easter or something like that as well.
Easter's his death.
Yeah.
Easter is the celebration of him dying for their sins. Now, I am not a religious person. I'm not really going to get into much religion on this episode. I just want to discuss how it became a religious holiday based on their beliefs.
Yeah.
I do believe in a higher power, but I'm not going to really get into that. That might be another episode for another day. All right. Straight from history.com. In the early years of Christianity, Easter was the main holiday for the longest time. It was the birth of Jesus wasn't celebrated until the 4th century. Church officials decided to institute the birth of Jesus as a holiday. Unfortunately, the Bible does not mention the date of his birth, a fact Puritans later pointed out in order to deny the legitimacy of this celebration. Although some evidence suggests that his birthday may have occurred in the spring, why would shepherds be herding in the middle of winter? Pope Julius I chose December 25th. It is commonly believed that the church chose that date in an effort to adopt and absorb the traditions of the pagan Saturnalia holiday, first called the Feast of Nativity. The custom spread to Egypt by 432 and to England by the end of the 6th century. By holding Christmas the same time as traditional winter solstice festivals, church leaders increased the chances that Christmas would be popularly embraced and gave up the ability to dictate how it would be celebrated. By the Middle Ages, Christianity had, for the most part, replaced pagan religion. So basically, what they did was they chose December 25th to override pagan holidays and slowly implement their own religion into these areas. Because you can't legally, in a lot of these places, still to this day, force people to take time off or pay people for a religious holiday. But Christmas is not a religious holiday. It is celebrated however you want to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Because it's also winter solstice, which is kind of fucked up because people believe that Pope Julius, that area that he pretty much was in control of, was all pagans. He was trying to force his own beliefs onto them by making an official holiday the day of the pagan holiday. Isn't that kind of messed up?
Yeah, I think so.
I also think, do you think Christmas should be a paid holiday if it is technically a Christian holiday according to them?
A paid holiday?
Yeah.
As in like for people to work?
Yeah, because
some places are open, like restaurants are open on Christmas Day.
Yeah, my job is, and we get paid time and a half. We get paid extra money for working that day. Now, I do like that sentiment. I really do. But Christmas is a very confusing holiday, and I believe you should either get paid or not, and I'm not sure where I fall on that, because
I think you should get paid. Because you're taking up your time of the day of the one time of the year that you want to spend with your family.
I understand that, but what about the people that aren't Christian or aren't and want to work? They should get time. We should all get paid, But why is a religious holiday considered a national holiday when we are in, at least I'm in a country where there is no national religion?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Now, here's where it gets confusing. Christmas gets really confusing because we still do a lot of the pagan stuff. We take a tree, put it in our house. That was part of winter solstice. That's a pagan thing because they worship Earth, most of them. Now, also, fucking, what's another thing that we do? The Santa Claus thing. What does that have to do with Christianity if it is a Christian holiday?
I don't know, hey.
Now, there is one that I am going to get into, and we can talk about this too when the time comes. Easter is another one that doesn't make sense if you really dig into where some of the celebrations came from.
Yeah.
Santa is kind of a take on like Odin and like those pagan beliefs, but there actually was a Saint Nicholas.
Okay. Is that pre-Santa?
I'm not sure what era he is from, but there really was a Saint Nicholas. Santa is actually real. Saint Nicholas, let me go search here really quick. I know the story, but I don't want to fuck it up because I heard it in fucking school many years ago.
Different multi-universe?
He was Greek. He was a bishop.
Okay.
He was a Christian bishop of Greek descendant.
So Santa's Greek.
Yes, and he's also an early Christian bishop. He also performed miracles and stuff.
Okay.
So Santa Claus, Saint Nick, was also known as Santa Claus. He pretty much was just a saint, and he is worshipped. And it's kind of weird because Christianity, okay, it's a Christian holiday, right? You're supposed to be worshiping Jesus. Yet you're also technically worshiping Saint Nicholas. Because he comes to your house and gives you gifts and shit.
Saint Nicholas, aka the Greek god.
Yeah. Well, he's not a Greek god. He was a Christian bishop. He wasn't even a god.
Okay. He's a Greek god to me now, man.
Saint Nicholas is your new favorite Greek god?
Yeah. Sorry, Zeus.
He lived to be 73, which is actually pretty old for his time period, I would think. Because he lived and he died on December 6th, 343.
Shit.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, some of these traditions don't make sense. Like, think about it. Let's hang this fucking piece of, what is it, like fucking grass or whatever you would consider it, above the sky, and we'll kiss under it.
Oh, the mistletoe.
Yeah. What is a mistletoe?
I don't know, man. I could never understand that either. Like, I could understand a camel toe, but like,
kiss me under the camel toe.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our soundbite for this episode.
Yeah.
I never even knew what a mistletoe was because I always see the fake ones hanging up.
Yeah, fake ones. Yeah, real ones I haven't.
A mistletoe is a common name for obligate hemeroparasitic plants. Oh, it's just a tree shrub. It's basically what we depict it as. Sometimes it has berries in it. So what made people kiss under the mistletoe? Like, for next year's episode, I need to be more prepared because I was doing the history of Christmas and now I'm just digging into all kinds of crazy shit. Thank you everyone for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas, Sparks. We just discussed kind of how Christmas became this Christian pagan, I don't even know what holiday it would be.
Greek god.
I don't know what the hell. This episode made me question Christmas more than understand it.
So before Hercules, it was Santa.
Next year, I would like to have a historian or something on here to talk to us about Christmas.
We should do just one episode of history.
Just history.
It'll be like the History Channel of Pink Sock podcast.
Bro, I think like it's cool that me and you is doing episodes like this talking about Christmas and stuff, but don't get history from me because I know I have dumb facts. I really do. And I have all kinds of crazy fun facts. I know my shit about certain things. But when it comes to holidays, it's so confusing. Because Christmas, you fucking put a tree in your house. It don't make no goddamn sense to me. You decorate it. You put all your lights outside. Why? You hang your freaking stockings above the fireplace. These are acts of a fucking drunken man. This is acts of an alcoholic. Putting a tree in the house, put your stockings above the fireplace, which I think they did that to keep them warm.
Probably. But see, I got my tree up, but I don't have stockings up because I don't put that. I don't do that shit.
Because I think back in the old days, stockings were just their socks. They would hang their socks above the fireplace because it was cold outside and it would dry them out.
Probably.
And then like, oh, let's put toys in here. I'm thinking as I go. I don't know if this is true or not.
I think the whole Christmas light thing is kind of cool.
It's very cool, but I want to know where that came from. People are like, oh, we as people want to go above and beyond.
Probably, yeah.
I wonder if in ancient Rome or whatever, on the fucking buildings, they had all those lights.
No, I reckon I had people holding up fire sticks.
So do you have Christmas traditions that you do in Australia? Or at least with your family? Like, is there things that you do? Because yours is in the middle. Yours is in summer, ain't it?
Yeah. We're still in summer now, which it's been a very humid summer lately.
So are Christmas songs weird for you? Because they're like, I'm dreaming of a white.
Not really. It's a traditional thing. And the older people and the younger people, like kids, like they're into that shit.
Well, I got a question though, Gorak.
Yeah,
you Australians should have your own Christmas music. I'm dreaming of a warm Christmas.
Oh no, I was thinking the one that Eric 13 wrote.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but then we need he needs to get royalties for that one.
I have a question though. I can't find that song anywhere other than on Pink Sock. Is that like a special song that he does for his Patreon or something?
No, that was just for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we need to fucking get that on MP3.
Yeah, I could probably do that, but I probably just need his permission. That's all.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you still have that file? Would you be able to pop it up right now?
Yeah. Well, can we play it?
Yeah, fuck, it was on our show before. Why can't we play it again?
Yeah.
Fuck. Guys, this was from last year when we had Eric
the
13.
Birthday.
It was for the birthday episode, but he did a Christmas song that he wrote. I didn't know he wrote it just for the show. I thought it was something that he did.
Nah, he came up with it just then, I think. You remember?
Oh, yeah, that is right. Dude, we've had so much cool shit happen on the show. I can't wait for next year.
Is it add video clip? Yeah.
Yeah, you go to present where it says present, and you can either go video file or you can share your screen, however you want to do it, and we can play it that way.
Wait, the video is too large. Has to be 2 minutes long. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, you can go over to brand where it says brand and scroll all the way down to where it says video clips and see if you can add it that way. If not, you'll just have to share your screen.
Video clips, yeah.
Oh, is that how you tried it the first time?
Yeah, but it's 10 seconds long.
Bro, check this out.
Yeah.
Go down to where it says present, like on the very bottom. You see it?
It says add music.
There is the mute button, the stop cam button, the settings button.
Oh, yeah, I see it. And just share screen or video file.
You can just do video file, and it should be able to play the whole thing, because I played long files before. There it is.
Mate, watch me wallaby. It's Christmas in the Outback once again. Me and Wally, Bruce and Baz and all our friends. Backyard cricket with me, mum and dad, and a Bobby just for fun. It's Christmas in the warm Australian sun. This is a Christmas song for Australia. All the great white sharks around hang their stockings. and the crocs put all the presents neath the tree. It's just me and my koala and my kangaroo. It's Christmas in the outback, me and you and Gorak.
Dude, this was awesome.
Yeah, this was cool.
In Australia, of course, we all love Santa.
I'm not going to play the whole
but
thing,
he's
Greg,
not the most
but
important.
I wasn't going to play the whole thing because they can just go and watch it. But
Yeah.
that was fucking awesome.
That was cool.
And that wasn't the first time we've had live music on the show.
No. It was twice. It was 2 times by him.
Yep. He did it fucking twice. That dude he comes on this show just to fucking bullshit and play music. I swear that's all he wants to do.
Yeah. He did 2 live streams on Christmas Eve, which was Christmas Day for me, on his private one that I'm on. And he done like two dramatic readings.
I did get a hold of him. This is and we do have some announcements later in this episode too. We're not just going to discuss Christmas, but we did discuss it a little bit. I do plan on having Eric back on the show in the near future.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said early next year.
Yeah. Also, we do have, and a lot of you people are wondering, Mike, this is your Christmas present to us, but this is the last episode of the year. Incorrect. This is not our last episode of the year. I'm announcing right now that we are going to be doing a end of the year celebration episode on the 31st on New Year's at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, which will be New Year's Day for me.
Yes. We're just going to be celebrating the best of this year. I don't know if we're going to be playing video clips or not. We might just be discussing and celebrating the new year together and bullshitting just so that you guys can join us. And if you guys love this show as much as we do, we love doing it, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Hit that share button. Let's get Pink Sock to 500 subscribers by the end of next year. If we get to 500 subscribers by the end of next year, I will be giving away a t-shirt and a mug. Now, if we get to 1,000 by the end of the year, I will be opening up the official Pink Sock shop. So if we get to that, Gorak, we will have our shop and we will be giving away. Now, people are wondering, why are you giving away at 500 and not 1,000? Actually, I should do that backwards. Okay, let's do it the other way. If I get to 500 subscribers, I will open up the shop. If we get to 800, I'm not even going to do the full 1,000. If we get to 800, I will give away a t-shirt and a mug to a randomly selected Pink Socketeer. Now, what I do want to eventually do is have random signed shirts and shit. Hey, Jackie, we just discussed the history of Christmas. We might have a short one today. We are going to be doing a Pink Sock New Year's celebration on the 31st at noon Eastern Standard Time. It's not Monday, but it is going to be our last episode of the year. And Wednesday.
But since I'm in the future, it will be the new year for me.
Yes. So your last episode will be Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be discussing. Do you want to tell them what movie?
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Or the Great God, aka Santa.
Now, y'all are wondering which Grinch. We're going to be watching, well, not live. We're going to watch and then talk about the Grinch movie starring Jim Carrey.
That is a fantastic movie.
It fucking is. I love
it's creepy, but like it's really good creepy.
Did you see the interview with Jim Carrey about it?
No.
That face that the Grinch makes, Jim Carrey has very limited prosthetics. It's mostly makeup.
Oh, nice.
He made that face. He can actually form his face to look whatever he wants it to look like.
That's pretty cool.
So, like in the interview, he did the Grinch face without any makeup on. It was
That's
fucking
creepy.
Awesome looking. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. That's awesome. I love the Grinch too, Jackie.
But
Grinch, is that your favorite one of all the Grinch movies?
That's certainly one I've seen.
You haven't seen the original cartoon or anything?
No. I watched the main one, the horror Grinch movie.
You need, bro.
That was pretty cool.
Bro, you should really watch the cartoon one. That's my dad's favorite.
The cartoon ones.
Yeah, the original cartoon one. I forget what year.
Isn't it like early 70s, 80s?
God, it might be older than that.
Yeah.
It may be older than that. The original Grinch was from. It came from a book by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
But the original Grinch movie was, God, I can't find out which one it was. Hold on. How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 1957 that's when the book came out. The animated film came out in 66.
I like to see the Grinch and Krampus do a movie together.
That would be fucking cool.
Like on Christmas, the Grinch invades Krampus universe, or or Krampus invades the Grinch.
How about this one, bro? Krampus versus Freddy Krueger.
Could you see Krampus as like one of the Power Rangers?
Dude, what would be crazy is, could you imagine that though? Because you could easily have, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, and it's fucking Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I know. You know how Freddy Krueger wears a Christmas sweater?
Yes.
You reckon Nightmare on Elm Street is sort of like Christmas based?
Could be. It could be a Christmas movie. Check this out, bro.
Holy shit.
That's him doing the Grinch face.
That's creepy as fuck. Could you imagine waking up and then open up your blinds and see that first thing in the morning?
If Jim Carrey was outside of my window first thing in the morning, bro, starstruck.
That's pretty creepy as shit.
I'd be fucking starstruck.
That could be my Tinder profile.
That'd be your Tinder profile?
Yeah.
So, back on Christmas, though, what did you get for Christmas? We never talked about what you got for Christmas.
Well, I didn't get anything, really. We kind of just stopped doing presents for each other, dude. It's just all about hanging out and just,
See, that's the way to go.
Just doing family stuff, you know what I mean?
That's the way to go, though.
What's that?
That's the way to go. I mean,
it is, because we all work hard for our money, and we all get good pay and stuff. Yeah, it's just all about just hanging out and just chilling, just doing fun stuff together. And it was very hot. It was really hot that day, though.
See, I used to buy gifts for everyone, and I'm thinking about going back to not just buying gifts for people, but give them little shit. But
I got heaps of chocolates from fucking work.
With my family, I don't see them other than holidays and cookouts, so I don't really know what they're into. I don't really know them on that level, because we've got our own lives, so I don't really know what to get them. I don't really have a whole lot of friends to buy for. Not to sound depressing. I could go all out and buy all my friends shit, but 9 times out of 10, they didn't get me nothing, which I don't care if I get a gift.
Yeah.
But it makes people feel kind of bad. You know what I mean? I had a friend that bought me something, and I love him. You know him. He's in our chat. Austin, great guy. He bought me something. Dude, you didn't have to. And he's like, you don't have to buy me anything. I'm like, but I feel obligated sometimes. I love that people thought of me, and I think of people all the time. It's just I don't think to buy them anything because I'm so focused on bills that I forget Christmas even happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that as well. But yeah, I got I got a $200 gift card from my boss.
Mm-hmm.
$200. Last year was $100, and this year was $200. But I just use it on fucking groceries and bills.
Dude, somebody gives me a gift card, I'd love them for life. Because I won $100 not long ago before Christmas, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that'll go towards some of my hospital bills.
Yeah.
Like,
But
fuck.
I don't like to spend money on myself these days anymore, man. Because like I kind of have things that I already want.
Well,
And
you're over here buying everything you want anyway.
Yeah, but the only thing that I bought for myself was a new vacuum cleaner that cost me $400.
Damn,
A coffee grinder that cost me like $60.
Shit,
So
bro.
all that was nearly $500 for two, and then this new guitar software on my laptop, which was insane.
What I plan on getting eventually for myself, and I might get it with my tax return money, getting another laptop so that I have a personal laptop and a podcast laptop so that I don't have to set up every episode.
Yeah. I kept my old laptop that just sits in the kitchen, just like as a backup and stuff like that. But
Because
I kind of just stopped buying myself shit, man. When it comes to sales and that, I avoid all that shit.
by the way, Pink Sock Podcast, I'm sorry that I've been so fucking behind with this shit, but we do have every episode other than this one on all the streaming platforms again. So if you watch us on Spotify and stuff, we are up to date on that.
Yeah.
I will try to do better.
But do you guys, because you guys do like Boxing Day, public holiday too, yeah? Correct? No.
I've heard it, but I've not seen it celebrated. I'm not sure what it is.
It's just like a public holiday after Christmas, and they do like sales, like in shopping centers.
I mean, some places do. They do the Christmas deals and shit because it's after Christmas.
I avoid all that shit, man, because I've just been saving money. I would like to travel to the States maybe in the next year or two.
Dude, if you come to the States, what part do you plan on visiting?
Probably like Jersey, just like to hang out with Mark and Amanda and stuff, maybe
Cool.
for like a couple of days, and then hang out with you for maybe a week.
You said Jersey?
Yeah.
What part of Jersey? Like close to New York, or?
I'm not too sure.
Because Jersey,
as far as I know, I'm pretty sure Mark and Amanda are from New Jersey.
Because Jersey is, don't quote me on this, but I believe Jersey is about a 6 or 7 hour drive.
Okay.
From me. I could be mistaken, depending on what part of Jersey.
Yeah. And then, like if I had to go to the States, it would have to be a whole month.
Yeah, because you'd have to visit everyone. But if you visit me, though, we could drive and go hang out with Zach.
Pittsburgh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Death Comes Lifting, and we can actually do well, if he wants to, we can do a live Pink Sock invasion. We could do a Death Comes Pink Socking, or
I like that.
Or Pink Sock Goes Lifting, and we could
yeah.
Dude, you could do like a vlog and a live episode of us just working out in like a comedy series.
I'll definitely do a vlog. But I know Mark will be keen to do like a live episode with him and stuff like that.
Dude, if
since
I
was on his show.
If I could make it to Jersey, I would, or I could just do like we do here.
Yeah. Being a part on his show for the Halloween Kills episode, Halloween Ends episode was fun. Just the way how it was done. And then he spends like 2 days of editing before putting it up on YouTube and Spotify.
Damn.
It takes up a lot of his time, dude.
How long are the episodes? Before editing?
I think when we did Halloween Ends, it was like an hour and 10 minutes. And plus we hung out for a bit after the show. Most of his like movie podcast episodes, screenshots, a drinking game one. Sometimes they go for under an hour.
And the finished product is like 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like if you go and watch it on YouTube, there's just the effects, like everything that he does, the visuals and shit, man.
See, I would like to get into editing so that this show has like more of a professional look. But I think the appeal is we're just talking and it's live. Like, I don't think it.
Yeah. Well, see, when we did it, when we did the recording, like I didn't hear all the effects or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like It was kind of like a pre-recorded TV show type of thing.
That's cool.
How it's like pre-recorded, and then before they air it live, like you know, see like the effects and all that shit. It kind of felt like that, like, but nah, man, he's I like listening to his like movie podcasts and stuff. Like,
He's very
shit.
smart.
Yeah, like they would watch movies and then an hour later they'll do the podcast.
Like, he's really intelligent when it comes to movies. Like, he's seen so many goddamn movies.
Yeah, because like they go to the theaters, watch it, and they do the episode. Like,
dude, I want to see Violent Night. That's a good Christmas movie. Now,
I think that's up for streaming somewhere now.
before we get too far off of the beaten path, speaking of movies, what would your top 5 favorite Christmas horror movies be?
Does it have to be all horror? Because I've seen some really good non-horror Christmas
We're
movies.
doing different genres. I was thinking of, like, we can do top 5 favorite horror Christmas movies, top 5 favorite action horror movies, top 5.
Well, I was just going to combine them all at once.
Okay. Do you want to do top 5 favorite Christmas movies with all genres included?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'll let you go first.
Well, it won't
You
be in
froze,
order because that movie is fucking amazing, fucking hilarious. as well.
You froze. I didn't hear what you said. What was the movie?
It's not going to be all in order,
Mhm.
but it will be Violent Night, Krampus, Gremlins, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. They play that every Christmas day on TV in here.
For us, I think it's Christmas Story. They play 24 hours here.
Oh, do they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of my friends put that up on the fucking IG story. And Die Hard. Sorry, but Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Good list.
Because it's based in Christmas.
These are not in order, like Gorak said. My top 5 favorite Christmas movies are Gremlins.
Did I say Gremlins too?
You said Gremlins.
All right, cool. Because that has to be out there too.
Gremlins, The Grinch with Jim Carrey, Nightmare Before Christmas.
See.
I'm trying to rank them. Home Alone.
Yeah.
And fuck, what would the last one be? There's so many good Christmas movies.
See, if we did 10, then easy.
I'd have to put Die Hard on there.
Yeah. I watched that the other day too. Such a great movie.
Bruce Willis now is saying that it's not a Christmas movie.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street's a Christmas movie because he's wearing a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills should be a Christmas movie because fucking Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in that movie was wearing a Christmas sweater.
This is another good Christmas movie Jackie brought up. The Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen.
Yeah. Weren't they going to do another one?
They've done a lot of them, I think.
Because then they stop at 2 or 3. Because I heard they were going to do another one.
I think they stopped at 3.
Wrong.
I think they stopped at 3.
There's heaps of other movies around too. There was Santa Claus with Mel Gibson. It's an action horror film or something like that. I think it's called that. Or Russell Crowe. I can't remember. But it's called Santa Claus or some shit. And there's another one, Who Killed Santa. It's on Netflix.
Have you seen or heard those like heavy metal rock Christmas covers? Yeah,
so good.
What are your favorite ones?
Favorite ones would have to be, is it Run, Rudolph, Run by Lemmy?
That's a good one.
That one. Santa Claus Is Coming to Town from Alice Cooper.
Those two are from the same album, bro.
Yeah, I know. All I Want for Christmas All I Want for Christmas Is You from My Chemical Romance.
That's a good one.
And a chick named Lauren Babick, whatever her name is. She does cover songs. She did a good cover of that as well. Chuck Billy, Silent Night.
That's a good one.
Silent Night. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And anything by August Burn Red. Or I think I've said the name right. They do like an instrumental Christmas shredding metal album.
I got 2 favorite Christmas albums.
There's heaps, yeah.
My 2 favorite Christmas albums, and I'm not a big Christmas guy, but I'm big into music. And if I'm going to listen to Christmas music, it's going to be, even though I listen to all types of music, it's going to be heavy metal or rock. I really do enjoy We Wish You a Metal Christmas and a Headbanging New Year, which is the one that had Alice Cooper's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Lemmy. It had Dio doing God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
Yeah, that was cool. He actually did a really good cover of that one. I really enjoyed that one.
Another good one is Twisted Sister's Twisted Christmas.
Yeah.
Which
I forgot to mention LA Guns Another Christmas in Hell EP that they released in 2019.
That's a good one. That's a fucking banger.
Have you listened to that one?
Yes.
Yeah, it had like Dreidel. They did a Ramones cover. Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. That's a good song.
Fun fact about the Twisted Christmas, back on that, sorry, my ADHD brain. That is the last Twisted Sister album ever released so far.
With the OG?
With any lineup, that is the last Twisted Sister album ever released.
Okay.
Before that was like their 1980s album. I think Stay Hungry, I think was their last album before that.
I'm pretty sure Pantera did a Christmas cover song too.
I believe so. One of the bands that the Abbott brothers were in.
Yeah. Let me just Google it because I'm pretty sure I've seen it posted up.
Do you plan on getting more tattoos, Gorak? Or
Yes.
Are you staying above the elbow?
No, I'm getting more. It'd be like just little random ones. I don't like to get sleeves.
So you're keeping above the elbow, or are you getting some down here?
No, above the elbow, because at work I always burn myself and stuff.
Understandable. You do have one right here, right?
Yeah, I got 2 6 a.m. tattoos on my left, and I got an Alice Cooper School's Out tattoo. You can't see it, but
that's fucking neat.
That's like 7 years old. That was like the first Alice Cooper song I learned on guitar when I was young, and first Alice Cooper album that I discovered.
I have a love-hate relationship with School's Out.
It's overplayed.
The song itself is what I have a love-hate relationship over, not the album. The album's spectacular. The song is, it's overplayed. He has more great songs that could be played on the radio. See you, Jackie. Thank you so much for listening. We love you. We love everyone that's listening. We have some people that are listening that don't comment. We love you guys too. We enjoy the comments, but if you are too nervous or whatever to comment, just know we love you too and hope you have had a great Christmas. Now that Mariah Carey is back in her nesting hole.
Yeah. I've read that I did. It was Boxing Day shopping time. Boxing Day shopping's evil. It is evil. Say goodbye to your bank account. I did read something. A pub in Australia banned that song.
Don't blame them. I really don't fucking blame them one bit. That song.
If it's covered by somebody else, it's good because it's somebody else and they do a better job.
Mariah Carey, as a musician, she is a great musician. She has a great singing voice. But that one song, no.
Yeah.
I wish it never existed. Did you see that Ozzy Osbourne talk about it?
Oh, really?
He said that Mariah Carey was smart. She came out with a Christmas song, and if you have a Christmas song, you automatically go to #1 in the UK. It's just a thing. And Ozzy actually does have a #1 song in UK that is a Christmas song.
Oh, what was it?
I didn't realize this was a Christmas song. Changes.
Ah, okay.
When he did it with Kelly Osbourne, it was released on Christmas.
But that was on volume 4.
That was on Volume 4. Yeah, that was a Black Sabbath tune, but he redid it as a solo song with Kelly Osbourne.
Okay.
That was a great fucking Sabbath tune. The thing is, the Sabbath don't get as much credit as they deserve as just musicians. They get a lot of
I
credit.
would love to see Sabbath do a full Christmas album.
Sabbath is known as metal legends. They get a lot of credit for that. But if you really dig into their music, they have a lot of great songs that weren't really metal. Like, Am I Going Insane? Or like, I love my woman, I love her so. Like, Changes is another good one. Like, the band had great tunes that weren't metal.
No, but it sounded metal though.
Yeah, for the time period.
Yeah.
What do you think of Sabbath and bands like that now being considered classic rock and not metal anymore?
Doesn't really bother me.
It doesn't bother me either, but I still consider them metal because they were heavy as
It
fuck.
does. For me, it does, but well, that shit's gone now, I guess.
Because if you go back to like other albums that were released in that era, that they were heavy for that era.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, Tony Iommi was using banjo strings.
That's what I heard.
That's why it sounded really down-tuned.
Yep.
And he needed lucid because there weren't any lighter strings at the time when he had lost his fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Because he needed lighted strings, so he used banjo strings, from what I've heard.
And the thing with Sabbath, though, is also if you really listen to their music, they're a blues rock band.
Yeah, if you listen to the last track on this very first Sabbath album, Wicked World, that's so jazzy as shit. Dude.
Yep, they're a jazz blues rock band.
Mm-hmm.
Geezer Butler is actually a blues bassist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Billboard had that jazzy swing, man.
You want to hear something fucking hilarious? Did you watch when Dave Grohl talked about how he came up with the drum fills for Nirvana?
I think so.
They're disco drum tracks.
I think I've seen something about that on TikTok.
Yeah,
like it popped up on TikTok or somewhere.
He stole a lot of drum ideas. Didn't really steal, but adopted like Mama and the Papas and shit, like the old disco drum. If you listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit, the doots, doots, doots at the very beginning before it goes into the guitar beat, that's a Mama and Papa's drum beat.
Well, there you go.
Like, it's fucking cool as shit if you re-listen to it. He's like, yeah, I just took from disco.
Yeah, but made it heavier and stuff. But
Do you think disco is one of those genres that'll ever make a comeback?
I reckon it will.
They've tried. Like, Bruno Mars did a couple songs that were considered kind of disco-y.
Yeah, but Bruno Mars is Bruno Mars. He's a fantastic performer. I don't really listen to his stuff, but he's a very talented dude.
What is one music genre you would love to see make a comeback, like at a popular level? There's a lot. All these genres are still around, just not at a popular level like they once were.
Shit. Disco probably one of them.
You like disco? You fuck with disco?
80s disco music, I don't mind because it's just funky, man. Like it's shit that I was playing when I was younger.
80s disco is more so considered funk.
Yeah, it would be nice to see funk make a comeback because you don't really hear much funk music.
In metal, you do. There's a lot of funk metal bands.
Yeah. Like,
when I say disco,
like Red Hot Chili Peppers used to be funk, man, but now they just went classic rock.
Who?
Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers is very funk at times. When I was thinking disco, I was thinking more so like the 60s and 70s disco, like Like what song? Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman man.
BGs.
Yeah, or like
The Foo Fighters did the BGs cover album.
or like wow, do it now. Once I was a bogus singer, like songs like that.
But yeah, but then like old school disco, like Kool and the Gang.
Yeah,
You know, shit. They'll be just. Well, I used to work at this burger joint in Wollongong a couple of years ago, just up the road from my house. They used to play like random different types of music, but sometimes we would put like 80s disco shit on.
my
Stuff
question
like
though
that.
is when it comes to like music, another genre I would love to make a comeback. Now, a lot of the bands from that era are still very popular, still releasing hit songs, but there's not a lot of modern bands that implement the style. New metal.
Yeah,
You don't see a whole lot
maybe
of newer
new
new metal.
metal. No, because you got bands like Limp Bizkit and Korn carrying that torch still for it.
My question is though, is there's a lot of bands that are considered new metal that are kind of weird to be considered new metal because new metal when it first came out was rap metal.
Yeah,
Like Limp Bizkit. What was some other good ones that were like rap metal?
Korn. Korn
Cool.
had that. Korn sort of had that
Yeah,
rap influence.
that's why they're considered new metal. But if you actually listen to Korn, they don't really rap. He goes bum bop bum, and he makes like noises and shit. But he
Yeah,
does his style of rap metal is like scat. It's the old school scat. Now, I don't know if you know what scat rap is, but it's where they do like the like they make like noise that goes well with the beat of the song. And that's
yeah.
why Korn's considered new metal because they did like scat stuff. But I never
So
really
Rage Against the Machine would classify as
they're new metal.
a little bit new metal,
They're new
but
metal.
they kind of went new metal. Then they kind of just went just rock.
Body Count would be considered new metal because it's rap over top of metal. It'd be considered new metal. A lot of
I would go with
people
new metal and a bit of thrash metal.
people consider them thrash, but I consider them kind of new metal too, with the rap influence in there, especially with you have a legendary rapper singing for you.
Yeah, the longest running freaking cop on TV that
You know,
sings with that cop brutality. It's fucking hilarious.
yeah, he's like, fuck the police, I am one. What?
Yeah, cop killer or something like that.
Fucked up songs. Like he has really fucked up music.
But he has a really open mind with these things, you know, when he writes music like that, which is understandable too, you know.
What's
But yeah, I would love to see Body Count live, man.
I've seen them. They're really good.
How long ago?
I saw them. Ironically, I believe it was at the same festival Ice Cube played,
Oh,
and,
nice.
and that would have been 2017. I saw Ice Cube as well, and that was a good show.
I would love to see Ice Cube open up for Ice-T Body Count because
Well, the way this festival was I believe Body Count, if I'm not mistaken, was on a side stage.
okay.
I went and saw them, and then I ran, and Ice Cube was about ready to play, and I made it clear to the rail. But it was a weird day because I was making it to the rail because a band I wanted to see was on the stage. Now, the way this festival works, you have this stage and this stage. There's a stage here and here, and then there's rails that separate the two stages. You can watch the band, but you're not in the crowd for that side of the stage.
Yeah.
So Ice Cube was on this side. We started kind of a mosh pit on the opposite side to Ice Cube. He opened with Natural Born Killers.
Oh,
And
nice.
then he went into Coming Straight Out of Compton. Like it was a great show. But yeah, Body Count put us on a great fucking concert.
Yeah, I definitely want to see them. There's so many good bands coming out next year, dude.
Fucking great.
So many good bands. You going to any gigs next year? Is there any bands that you're going to see that you want to go?
There's a lot that I want to go to, but there's none that I have officially bought a ticket for yet.
Yeah.
I do want to see Adam Sandler. He's going to be coming near here.
Oh, is he performing or something? Or,
He's going to be doing, I believe, stand-up and music.
fuck, that's pretty cool.
Stand-up and music. Another gig I would love to see is Pantera.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to see that.
The tribute
From
to
what
Pantera.
everybody's hating on it, but if people are hating on it, why are there like 30,000 people in the mosh pit moshing?
Right? There are bands that I really want to see live that I haven't seen yet, but I don't know if they're touring or not.
Yeah, there's been a few bands announced that coming back next year.
How about you?
Yeah, I definitely want to see Comeback Kid. They're coming back to Australia.
The
Early
Comeback
next year.
Kid are coming back.
Yeah, that should be like the headline tour name. Comeback Kid, the Comeback Tour, or something.
You know what they should do?
Oh no, I wouldn't say the comeback tour, but like it was like the first time coming back to Australia in 3 years.
Since they're getting older now, they should change their name to the Comeback Guys.
Yeah,
Or the Comeback Dudes.
dude, I should make a tribute band and learn their songs and call it the Comeback Guys.
Or the Comeback Dudes, DOODZ.
Yeah,
The Comeback Dudes.
the Comeback Bros.
Comeback Mates.
Yeah, the Australian Comeback Kid band. We are the Combat Mates, and we kind of fucking crush your cunt or something.
Crocky Mate.
You'll just see like an inflatable crocodile in the pit.
Dude, actually, the Australian Comeback Kids would just be the Crocky Mates.
Yeah, I would like to start a band called the Crocs.
The Crocs, and you guys just come
So
up
we're all
with
just wearing Croc shoes.
I want to get Crocs sandals.
Yeah, we have those.
Like no, like you know you have the Crocs that are like sandals, but I want to remove like the top lip, and actually have real sandals.
Like the Yeezy slides.
Oh fuck easy, dude. He's ever since his comments about.
Yeah, he's a fuckwit. I'm surprised I haven't canceled him yet.
I don't really want to get into what he said because I don't want to be on fucking tape saying it. But yeah, he said some messed up stuff recently.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for his kids for having a fucking dad like him.
Right? But
apparently when after he made all those comments, a lot of stores in Australia burnt his shoes.
isn't he? Well, burning his shoes don't do shit because the dude still made the money off of them.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't. They're like $500-$600 for a pair of his shoes, and a guy at work said he got a pair for Christmas. So I'm like,
his shoes are ugly. I think I don't like them.
yeah. He goes, "Oh, they're really comfortable." I'm like, yeah, they're fucking space shoes, dude. But back to the whole band thing. There's a few bands are coming out next year. I think Hailstorm are coming out next year, early next year. Because they rescheduled.
Have you seen Hailstorm yet?
Yeah, I saw them 5 years ago, a day after my birthday.
I saw Pretty Reckless is going to be touring too.
Yeah. I know Miss Sugar announced a tour next year, but not in Australia.
Actually, I take it back. There is one show that I might be going to.
Oh,
sorry to interrupt you. I just remembered
it.
Dead and Company are doing their farewell tour.
Okay.
The surviving members of Grateful Dead have been touring for the last damn near decade, maybe longer, with John Mayer singing for them. Well, playing with them.
Cool. I'd love to see John Mayer live. That'd be cool.
Well, with the way the Dead worked back in the day, Jerry Garcia was the popular member, but all the other guys sung as well. So it still sounds like Grateful Dead. Just there's a few songs or several songs where John Mayer's singing Jerry Garcia's parts.
So it's the Ungrateful Dead.
Yeah, Ungrateful Dead. Actually, did you know that Frank Zappa, his backing band, toured after he died?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they were called the Grandmothers of Uninvention. I'm serious. They would play.
I like that. That's pretty funny. But like, yeah, the Comeback Dudes would be a cool name.
Let's do
We
it.
are the comeback dudes. We kind of fuck shit up. And we like sound like we're like the hardcore version of Limp Bizkit. You
Yeah.
motherfucker. But Motley Crue's coming back to Australia. I'm not going.
Who's paying to see that? I'm sorry. Like, I've seen people come into my work wearing the new Motley Crue tour shirts and stuff, and I'm like, why? Like, I know I'm not that musically great. I'm not that great of a singer or whatever, but at least I sing the words whenever I do sing.
I would only go and see it just to see John 5.
John 5 is fucking beast.
Even I saw a recent interview of John Carabi,
Uh-huh.
and they were talking about the departure of Mick Mars.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was health reasons. I think that there could be more to it, or something like that. What I've kind of heard, I've heard that he might be playing. Mick Mars could be doing just smaller venues with a band or something.
Well, I read that it's more than likely that, you know what I mean, the health problems, but I don't know.
But John Carabi did mention that because he says he kind of still talks to Motley Crue every now and then, but he's very close with Mick.
Mm-hmm.
Very close with Mick. He has nothing against Vince Neil. Like, he said that he's ran into him a few times and says, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And they started talking. Tommy Lee, he will chat every now and then, but I think he's not really in good terms with Nikki Sixx.
See, I'm not a big fan of like Motley Crue.
But then he did say something that they were thinking about keeping John Carabi as a second rhythm guitarist.
Damn.
At the time. And a lot of the songs on Generation Swine was sort of written by him.
Well, Generation Swine was supposed to have John Carabi on vocals, from my understanding, and John Carabi is on the album, but some of the songs were written by him. What they decided to do is they wanted him to be the rhythm guitarist, stay in the band, and tour with them. And
that's what they wanted. They wanted to have him as a second guitar player.
And live, they wanted him to sing the songs off of the self-titled album. But Mick Mars doesn't play second gun to anyone.
Mm.
So
that would have been good, though.
And John Carabi just didn't want, from my understanding, I don't know. I would love to have him on the show to talk about it. But from what I've heard is he just didn't feel the need to be in the band anymore. So he quit.
Yeah. But he was saying that he also brought up that Mick Mars hasn't recorded a Motley Crue album since the one that John Carabi did.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You froze a little bit on my end anyway.
No, he said that Mick Mars hasn't really recorded any guitar tracks for a Motley Crue album since the last one that he did together.
I heard that Saints of Los Angeles was mostly
DJ Ashba. Yeah. Generation Swine was they had different guitarists or something like that too.
John Carabi played on it.
Yeah. Is it New Tattoo as well?
But Mick Mars did.
Yeah, he hasn't really written anything since.
He hasn't wrote anything, but he did play lead guitar in the solos on the songs on Saints of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because the last album, Saints of Los Angeles, was mostly written by Six. Well, Mars wrote a lot of stuff on it too, like Motherfucker of the Year, The Animal in Me, Welcome to the Machine. Like, he wrote a lot of stuff on there, but it was mostly Michael and Ashba too.
Yeah.
Which
the 6 a.m. album.
Yeah, it's pretty much a 6 a.m. album.
Yeah.
The last album they did before that was a bunch of compilation albums. And then they did New Tattoo.
Yeah.
New Tattoo only had Mars writing 2 or 3 songs.
So it's kind of like the Sebastian Bach era of Skid Row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which people really need to do their research before saying, oh, yeah, he was the voice for Skid Row, but he didn't write most of the songs.
No. Well, Mars did write a good bit of stuff, even on New Tattoo, but he mostly just did the guitar tracks.
Yeah. But
And the thing is most of Motley Crue albums, if I'm not mistaken, were written by Nikki Sixx.
Yeah. I kind of feel like Nikki Sixx has more control of the band than anyone else, eh?
It's pretty much his band.
Yeah, well, he started it. Him and Tommy, I believe.
All right, Robbie wrote the song Flush. It was him, Six, and Lee on Generation Swine. He also helped write the song Generation Swine, I do believe. No, he helped write the song Let Us Pray.
It's not a bad album, Generation Swine. But like,
No.
Vince Steele and Mick Mars came out and said they hated that album.
A lot of people claim that. Have you ever listened to their EP Quaternary?
No.
That was the last one they released with John Crosby on vocals.
Okay.
It was an EP that was released. I didn't even realize it was released until I just looked it up. But it was the last Crosby album. It came out after the self-titled album.
Ah, nice.
I don't know if you can find it anywhere, but
It'll probably be up. Probably YouTube will be up on there or something.
probably. I doubt they uploaded it anywhere else.
There'll probably be somebody that bootleg it.
But yeah, dude.
A lot of people do that. But yeah, I want to see Motley Crue live, man. I paid $250 just to see the fucking farewell tour. Why would I want to go and see a band that says we're finishing up and then come back 10 years later or some crap like that? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
To me, it's just taking more money out of fans' pockets just to see a shit performance.
I wanted them to be good, though. I wanted it to be a good tour. And I kind of hope Motley Crue eventually rekindle with John Crosby and do like a kind of like Van Halen did with Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, where it's like a dual tour. That would be cool. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. But anyway, this show is coming to a close because we are reaching the hour and like 30-minute mark, kind of. What would you like to say to the people about Christmas? What would you like to say about the new year? Because we do have 2 more episodes before we end this year.
Be nice. Don't be a dick.
Be nice to one another. Don't be an asshole. I mean,
save your money.
I'm not the one to say that because I've been an asshole to several people, but sometimes it's accounted for. We're going to discuss on the New Year's episode, though, our plans for Pink Sock going forward. We're going to kind of discuss
Pink Sock in space.
Yes, we're going to discuss our favorite episodes of this year, and we're just going to talk. We're going to have fun with it.
Are we going to have guests? Are we going to have special guest people on like we did last year?
I mean, if you want to reach out to people, Greg, you're more than welcome to reach out and see if people want to join.
Because it will be New Year's Eve for you, so
I will set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the studio, and you can just send the link to people and invite people that you know, and I'll do the same. And whoever shows up, shows up.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be a part of the Pink Sock New Year celebration, you are more than welcome to join us. We are saying that right now. Past or present, past guests are more than welcome. Current listeners are more than welcome. Anyone can show up on Pink Sock next this coming. What day is it? This coming Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Anyone is welcome. We love you all, and as always, live long, rock hard, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and stay hard.